How's it going? I'm Mal. Malachi is my full name. And I'm here to point out that sexism is still living itself in 2025 and probably in the next year if you're watching this in the future. I and probably way more people, especially those who's been harassed, find this really odd. Why? Because video games never had a certain rule that said boys only. I have not experienced sexism myself in streams or when I try to make a clip, but it's definitely happened to me a couple of times. And those moments are scary, so I never really get the chance to make content because I would deal with them my own way. I also barely stream, so I can't really catch interesting moments all the time, even if I wanted to, which is why I've been uploading Overwatch 2 compilations with older videos I've saved months ago. Well, anyways, I can admit it's hard to stand up for myself because it's generally something I've never learned to do, and I never really bothered to socialize as much as I wish to. Boys, however, yes, boys, not men, they act like kindergartners, want a reaction out of you. They're willing to find anything to make fun of when it's about you, but their free ticket is you being a girl. If you're a girl, that's it. That's what they need to feel cooler or better about themselves and to believe they're edgy for being offensive. It's a little hard to believe that all these boys have a mom, maybe a sister or a girlfriend if they even attract females with that behavior. I doubt it. I do indeed enjoy when someone out there outsmarts the boys and make them look dumb. It's truly satisfying and it reminds you that you're better than them. I would still think that fighting back isn't really necessary, but it's your choice if you wish to defend yourself. I won't stop you, but like I said, their goal is to hurt you and make themselves feel more powerful. You're giving them what they want. But what I can say is, I am proud of those who actually aren't afraid to clap back. I do enjoy content from female streamers who know that the sexism they receive are very unnecessary and teach those children a lesson. Some ignore them instead. That's great too, and that's probably what I would do too. I really enjoyed Deja and Steffi Evans' videos, certainly because they're hilarious and they don't let themselves be hurt without hurting their toxic teammates back. It still hurts to know that this happens to them all the time, though, when they're just there to have a good time. Obviously, most agree that you can easily report and mute them. I will recommend that option if the whole scenario is bad for your mental health. I know that it's also a hard thing to do, and it confuses others if they see that it's not happening. I understand that. There are many reasons why, actually. Although, I still think that there is no point in arguing with those people. I hate being seen as weak just because I'm not able to fight back. Victims who do nothing about it think that if they leave, mute, or show that they're hurt, the boys in the situation technically win, and it gives them more of the rights to continue this behavior. They don't want any comments on being upset either, and it's understandable. I can see why some of these YouTubers I mentioned choose to fight back and make content out of it. Sadly, the boys will try hard not to lose and make a fool out of themselves. I want to say they'll grow out of it, but there's literal men in their 30s that say these things too. That's why it's no use. I'm not trying to say give up, let them win, let them be sexist. I'm trying to say it like literally look more mature than them, please. I think it will hurt them more if they see that you don't care, because then they can't show off their main antagonist syndrome. But most importantly, don't get yourself hurt if these sexist comments really bother you. I assume you install whatever game you play just to learn it or have fun, not to argue with these closeted shy babies. No, cause I'm serious. They sit in a room at 2 a.m., remembering how boring their lives are, trying to feel better by telling dark humor. I swear their only humor is using their list of slurs or bringing up figures known for a certain crime they've committed. Like, not only that they're sexist, but they're unoriginal. Life is short, and they choose to live it doing and saying something that should have lasted a century ago. I do remember that maybe they weren't always this way, who knows? But there's gotta be a reason that boys on the internet have no hobbies and choose to harass girls that actually have one. They could have been raised without being taught to respect all genders. Maybe they could be younger right now or raised by the bad side of the internet. Or they went through a breakup, or maybe being offensive is just a cool or edgy thing nowadays. But hey, don't think about what they say. I know it's hard, but you are what you are. Be a girl and do what you enjoy. People will be assholes for whatever reasons, because unfortunately, that's the society we live in. The real world is still hard for females in many ways, but video games are the least to worry about, okay? Because it was never made for one gender, please remember that these boys can easily get away with it, since it's not face to face and they won't get beat up through a screen. Just think, they won't have that same behavior in public, around their moms, or anywhere that can actually get them in trouble. It'll be too much for them. That's my point in making this video. Sexism sucks towards both genders. Don't make the situations in your games worse than how they start. Of course, this is not to target males in general. There is good men and bad men. Same with women. Like, please don't be a pick me. People are just doing this because they're bored and have no real topic for an argument. Be better than that. I appreciate your time for watching. It's short, but I think this is a good reason to make this video. And I honestly had to write out everything I had to say. I'm not really good at my words. Writing this entire script really helped me with the making of this video. So I really appreciate you listening. And hopefully I will keep making content like this, just kind of talking about anything with my games in the back. It's actually fun making this video despite the topic. It it just feels good to let everything out. It'll make me really happy if you subscribe. If you hadn't subscribed yet, don't be afraid to leave a like, and I'll see you on my next video.